And I said, is there anything else you do that makes money? All the other stuff you're doing, the calling carriers, sorting stuff, all the things you think are work. He's like, no. I'm like, okay, can you figure out how to do 40 hours of those things? Just those that, like, pretend we're an attorney and we're billable hours. You've used attorneys. Mm-hmm. They turn on the billable hours at some point, only when they're working for Cody. Does that make sense?
Correct.
When they're doing other stuff, it doesn't count. And so I'm like, can we look at it like that?
That's good.
And what I would say is, if you would audit and be honest with yourself about the amount of hours that you're spending doing what makes you money in the business. Mm-hmm. And some people argue, I got to study and learn all these other things. And I'm like, when I was an accountant, I had to spend 40 hours being an accountant. But if I wanted to do more, I had to study and go to school outside of being an accountant. I didn't get to go to school while I was at my accounting job during the 40 hours and get better. I had to do my 40 hours plus get better outside of that. So my point is to those watching, I bet money, bro. Like Jalen and Mike at the end were like, based on that math, they don't do 40 hours. I'm like, I didn't either.
Yeah.
So when I changed my philosophy, like there's a timer on when I'm calling clients, when I'm sitting with clients, and when I'm interviewing potential agents. That's the only time my billable hours were on. When I changed to 40 hours of that, even at the mediocre level of skill set I had, it tripled my income because I had billable hours now. All the other crap, y'all watching this, it's not a billable hour for you. You ain't making no money today with this. You should watch this tonight. If y'all are watching this and you should be dialing, stop watching it. Watch it later. Yeah. Cody still gets the view if you watch it tonight.
I get 2 views.
Correct. You know what I mean? So there's hope. But you got to stop lying to yourself and incorporating all this other crap into you being full time. And do that. And you and I have talked, and I've learned enough, man. I'll do it with someone live this week at our event.
Good.
If you want, like straight up someone's.
I love that.
And it was awesome because it was a revelation not only to the dude, but to everybody that was on the call. And I got so many messages after, like, I ain't working 40 hours when you look at it that way. Like, what do you mean that way? That's the way the world works. Like we go, I'm driving to houses. I drove 15 hours this week. Bro, when you had a regular job and you drove, that didn't count towards your 40. So why here do agents count stuff that doesn't otherwise count?
That's a good point.
You know what I mean? And we're negative about our result. And so I told this dude, like most agents, I'm sure you're negative sometimes and upset about your situation. And you get foul and bent out of shape when you get a chargeback on the same day you were supposed to buy leads that happens to be on the same day as your kid's birthday or whatever. He's like, yeah. I'm like, all right, well, next time you think that, I want you to call someone that's not in insurance and complain to them that you only worked 15 hours this week in your field and you're mad.